imagination recognized you and tied you to another.
And we're live. Welcome to Schrodinger's Cast. All right, so 7 minutes late. That's about how I do things.
We are pretty sure we're already banned off of Facebook.
It's possible. Facebook is giving us a lot of crap. All right, let me see. Let's go here. I'm gonna check a couple things, you guys.
I am on no social media really. So, did they do like podcasts on Instagram?
I think so.
Did it go live on Twitch? Let me make sure.
I don't know. I don't have any of it. I just find some stuff on YouTube, and that's about it. Online.
Yes, we're live on
Other
Twitch.
than reading.
Why is it not showing me a preview? I'd like to see a preview, but that's okay.
Twitch didn't do that last time.
All right, so let's make sure we're good here. I don't think Facebook connected yet. Oh, there we go. Go live. And then we're on Facebook now. All right, and there's Facebook. And then you should be able to connect there. I got that video pulled up there. I'm about to redo a lot of videos, but we'll have plenty of time.
Connect where?
Right now, I just need to get a Neuralink and just hook this to all my stuff in my brain.
No.
And then I don't have to use my hands. I can just think about what I want. Like, do this, do that. I'm getting hacked. My brain is being taken over.
I'm going to walk behind you with a little EMP stun.
We're live. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to Schrodinger's Cast, where everything is true and untrue until it is observed. How are y'all doing this evening?
I'm glad to be here. Time out from other things.
I'm glad to be here as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to keep as much stuff as I can. If y'all want to just, I have some videos to show you. I'm going to reopen some of the links. I think I accidentally closed some of them while we were finding some of these or make sure everything was working properly. I'm going to run through just a quick pre-flight checklist, which is now a post-flight checklist because we're already flying. And then, just give me 1 second, guys. Go ahead.
Welcome to Spirit Airlines.
That should not be doing that. Who is that? What are you? I got rid of all those. All right. Those are all we should be using in a different alert system. Okay, that's this. That's off. And then instantly kick without waiver. Instant spam. Isn't that amazing? Instant spam on kick. You gotta love that. If this is not working, which it doesn't look like it is, I don't know why this doesn't have a Mac version that works. So I should pull it up here. I'll keep this up while we're going. So,
and this is.
I have another one to give you. Okay, that one's working good. So we have this one too.
And are you reading this as you do this, or you just muscle memory, like you know where you're clicking because you've already read it so many times?
I mean, okay, so in the beginning, I was a lost soul trying to figure all of this out. Now,
that's Sanskrit right now. The way you're moving.
When you make enough mistakes that it just becomes like second nature to just start troubleshooting. Like I've had so many troubleshooting issues with live streaming and figuring all this out because no one taught me. I just had to just figure it out. Those same repetitive problems are usually like those come back again.
So it's like any other field.
Yeah. So even though I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 screens, when I got home from work today before y'all came, I already placed everything and know where it is. So like I know where everything I placed is. I know where that's at, and if I need to, I kind of spread it all out so it's not like congested to give myself a better chance of operating this.
Wow.
A little bit better than each show before. That's the goal. The goal is to have each show just a little bit better than the one before. Can you see chats on there?
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, go to Kick real quick.
Kick's up.
And then just click on him and ban his ass. And then we're going to switch Kick to follow remote only next time so that you can't comment on Kick unless you follow. And that's unfortunate, but the bad apples have to ruin it for everybody. And that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. I like people to just, watch for a little bit before they have to like make the commitment to follow. But if they want to chat in and chime, but I can get you a mouse for that. There's an app for that. Okay.
I'm going to get a life-size mouse.
He's upgrading the camera, man. It's going to be eye censored motion. Don't worry about it.
Welcome everybody to Schrodinger's Cast, now live on Wednesday nights, which is our first live Wednesday night we have. So this is a new evening for us. So hopefully, the same faces from our Sunday live streams make it, and hopefully we find some new ones as well. Let me pull this up.
Let me close this OnlyFans.
Resubscribe first and then close it. Yes, resub and then close.
Sasquatchian feet. What?
What is that? What is that one fetish that people have where they would just like? I'm getting it mixed up with Idiocracy.
Oh, it says Hobbit
they
Hill.
would just pay. They would pay people money to just watch them eat with their feet. No, I'm thinking of Idiocracy. I'm mixing Idiocracy.
I have never heard of that.
I bet you if you Google it. I bet you if you Google it, you'd
Do you
find
remember
it.
that part of Idiocracy where it's like a pair of feet with a knife and fork cutting a steak, and it's like sweet bang tube.
Well,
No,
the
I did not
80s
see
version of that.
I must have edited that out of the version I saw.
Go away, Baton. That's one of my favorite lines Dak Shepard said in that movie. Go away, Baton. I love that. All right. I have a couple things to get into tonight. Thank you. Hello to those on Facebook. Good to see you. Good to see you. Also, whoever, I mean, I can't see where everyone's at. I can see at least a general idea of how many people are on. Good to see you. Glad to have you. I'm going to start off with a couple things. I just have some funny videos to kind of break the ice, kind of, like we normally do. We've done this over a year now.
We just got flagged because you said ice.
Break the ice in a way that means in the conversational sense.
Oh,
Or the tension sense, break the tension of starting. So we've done the first year we did this podcast, we were just recording it, and we always started out watching a couple of videos to kind of just loosen up the tension.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep that that tradition going. And I some of these, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have not seen them, but I have requested that whoever sends them to me verify before they send them that they are not TOS violations, but I'm also a risk taker. So here we go.
All right, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Never mind. I don't know. I'm trying to scroll down on this thing.
Two fingers. Oh my God. Okay, we're saving that one for later.
That's lame.
Okay, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna actually move this over here so I can see two things at the same time.
Here, speaking of that.
All right, let's do this, and then oh my goodness, okay. And thank you everyone. If everyone who does send videos for us to watch, whether short form content or long form content, I do appreciate that. It does. We really enjoy having people send us stuff and for us to watch and react to. If you want to send us a video or anything to react to, any of the social media outlets that you see us streaming on now, you can send it there and I'll compile it into one. Or eventually we will set up like a Discord and everything for everyone to just send it all in one place. Let's see. I'm not doing that, you guys. Okay. A lot of these here. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh God. I'm afraid to click on any of these. All right, I think this might be, I don't know. I'm going to go for this. This looks like it might be okay. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. And then we're going to pull this up and try this out. Hopefully this is, it's on Instagram, so it's got to be okay, right? Right?
Sure.
Okay, sure. Let's go.
Just go with it. Whatever happens, happens.
I'm just going with it. I'm just going.
See it. See it.
The insurance on the vehicle.
What are we gonna do? Put you on another list?
I'm already on plenty of lists, I'm sure. Let's see. Let me return.
Oh man.
Let's do this just to make sure it's not too loud for everyone. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I need insurance on the vehicle. I don't care who owns it. You look familiar.
Yeah. You watch gay porn?
Yo, I gotta use that. That's good. I'm definitely gonna use that. I am definitely gonna use that. That's funny. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. We got some chiming in. This should pop up. Hey, I'm late. Ramsey, no worries.
It's all good.
You can be as late as you want. Usually I'm the latest one in the room. It's a pleasure just to even have you. So thank you. Thank you. And yeah, you can see here.
She speaks kind of like Sarah used to.
It must be genetic, man.
And if I do this, I should be able to do this right here, and we'll have those there.
Man, we need to have a meme to pull up so we could play that.
Yeah.
We still haven't figured that.
And then, so there's our, this right here can be our, what we can see. So I have everything right there is a preview and live chat and any events. So it should refresh his comments here in just a second. And then let's go back to, okay. So that was one video.
Now, that was the police officer that replied that comment, right? The other guy said, hey,
Did you hear that?
What?
Demon Ducky, thank you for the follow on Twitch. We have we have a new follower.
Oh,
on
I didn't
Twitch.
hear it.
Yeah.
It didn't pick up over here. I just saw it on here. Yep.
Oh, maybe it's only going through my headphones. Y'all didn't hear
Nope,
that alert?
didn't hear it at
Okay,
all,
so
no.
I guess that's the cool. So I know how to set it up to where it comes through all of y'all's headphones, but for sake
Yeah,
of
it
your
was through there last time.
sanity, if for now, I probably know why. And we'll figure out later. Anyway, Demon Ducky, thank you for the follow on Twitch.
My volume is so down low.
Another one?
Just wait out.
What was that, Twitch?
I don't know. This one's going to be a press comment.
Yeah. And it was on, Twitch. Yep. Thanks, Minky.
I was watching on YouTube and realized I couldn't watch. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay. These are supposed to be filtered. Okay. I don't want to have to choose between this. Why are you making me choose? I'm not a chooser. Okay, maybe it's just reloading. Let me do
All
this.
right. I got to find this thing.
Go ahead.
I'll show Will while we're
Go ahead.
messing with this.
There's that.
My brother sent me this the other day when everybody was locked.
I'll pull up the next video for you guys. I'm scared to click on some. And first of all, thank you everyone who sends us videos. I'm just scared to click on some of them because I don't know what the context is. So if it's
Well, I assure you this, none of that is on my feed.
if it triggers
So
you, I'm
if
sorry.
you want to show it. I may not respond or have anything to say.
That's the same. That's it.
I might need to plead the fifth for your.
That's
benefit.
what makes this isn't even my feed. This is stuff people sent us to watch on stream. This is specifically to watch on stream. That's all this is.
But if you don't,
I'm scared. Yeah. All right. Okay. And then I do have a nice long conspiracy for us to get into, and also a video. So we have a good schedule for tonight. I need you to do that. Thank you. Okay. And then. All right.
Oh, that's messed up.
All right. So, James, what are they saying?
Am I supposed to be able to hear something?
What?
What are they saying
What?
on the thing?
It's just music.
If you
So you
say
have
so.
it. Do you have it muted? Because I don't hear.
You don't hear
anything.
the. Oh, that's okay. So you guys aren't hearing that at all. Then.
I was like, this is great. I didn't realize we were watching something already.
You cannot hear it? Okay, so
I was still trying to find
all
Will
right.
this stupid meme.
I was playing the video. You didn't even know. Okay.
It's all right, man. That's the same look. You just gave him the same look I get at the house with my kids. Hey. Yo, it's Dad, man. What you do, boy? Yes.
I didn't realize because he said something about maybe copyright stuff earlier, and I was like, oh,
He's
he's
got it muted.
got it muted, so we ain't copyrighting something. And then he chuckled, and I'm like,
Where is
I was like, Will didn't chuckle.
Well, no, this guy's using the mouth and the eye and interchanging them. I mean, like,
No, see,
I like picture puzzles too.
I cut that halfway through. That's so,
So did
wrong.
he.
Okay, I get that one now.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, you can turn that down.
Oh yeah, all right, we got that. Yeah, there we go. Turn it. You can go down just, or is that just how it's gonna be?
Yeah, I got it. All right. But now. What? No, I can't hear it. How does that work? It's fine. I don't need to hear it. Okay. Are you watching? You can hear it.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
You can hear it. Now they can't hear it. Okay. The thing is this.
Who knows?
The audio is going to double. When I was just what we just were doing, the audio is going to double back because I was watching the video back, the live stream from last time. And so when we were watching videos, remember the original, when we originally, the mic was picking up. So what happens is the video's playing, we're listening to it, but it's also being rebroadcasted back to the stream. So the audio doubles. As for the people who are watching, it doesn't sound like it's us, but to them, it sounds like two audios. So I had muted it so I could hear it, they could hear it, but y'all couldn't. Growing pains.
We need to get a monitor.
Growing pains. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, it's fine. The audio is not. There's no point.
Two-legged monitor.
Right.
I muted it for everybody. We don't even need audio. It's just music.
Well, so then my question is, audio-wise, as far as headphones, could we run all the headphones through a splitter? Because if the headphones aren't the important part about hearing each other.
What's that? It has its own independent audio connection. We don't really need to put it in a splitter. It has its own independent everything. There's a way to internally reroute audio. I just got to learn how to do it.
We'll figure it
Got to
out.
learn how to do it. All right.
As in, you and the mouse in your pocket will figure it out.
The mouse in your pocket will figure out how to do this. Okay. So I was going to, all right, play this. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to hear anything. You can put it on you. Because if nobody else can hear it, just put it on y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I do that.
Yeah, just cut us out of it.
Okay, I don't even know what I was watching before. All right, so there's that.
I'll help out.
All right, I kind of want to get. So I've been asked. The reason we're doing this, first of all, in case, bear with me. People send me these videos, and then when I see them, or they call me or text me, like, "Did you watch my video? Did you watch my video yet?" And I've been saying no for like 6 months.
It's like my firewall melted down.
There's so much to catch up on that I have to sit here and try to I'm going to watch your video tonight. For instance, this longer one I have pulled up, I was approached and requested to watch this evening. And in the interest of, I hope you're watching, I'm going to do it because I said I would. I told you I would. So I'm going to do it for you. And then let's do...
yeah, 34 more cents. Their video.
Okay, this one looks dangerous. I like dangerous.
See already.
Sensitive content.
Oh,
The
man,
video
I thought you were like...
Man, if you censored everything that people may find upsetting, dude, just play it.
Okay.
If you don't like it, turn it off. Or, just don't watch any.
What are we, the UK?
Okay, why this post is actually telling me I'm supposed to put this up. Review identify that content should be covered. The post doesn't go against community standards, but may contain images some people might find upsetting. We cover and sensitivity or potentially graphic content so people can choose whether or not to see it.
Now do that in your...
But you're going to show that BS to my kid. No.
You're good. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It doesn't violate community standards, but they covered it anyway. That's what this
see.
I can.
They must be talking about flat Earth.
I was going to say
I can
something
explain
funny.
to you exactly why. I can do it. All right. I can explain to you why this happens. It is a video that has been posted to Instagram that does not violate the TOS or community guidelines of Instagram. But enough people got upset about seeing it that they complained about it or reported the post. And like, well, it doesn't violate guidelines, but enough people reported it that they have to cover it now.
Well, see, now I just want to know what the topic of the video is that everybody's
I
complaining
can't.
about.
It's in Spanish. I have no idea.
Well, then play it. Maybe it's in English.
Okay. We're gonna really quickly just look at it first.
I thought you were talking about you're going to find something on some website, not on Instagram.
Okay.
Who cares? It's on Instagram.
Okay.
Oh, it's a mortar going off in the tube.
I don't like that people are entertained by watching the real life version of that, but
we're not putting that one on stream. Sorry, guys. Who sent me? Why
my son can sit there and play his video game and do that all day long.
I mean, pretty much.
On a rainy snow day?
I mean, there's two sides of this.
Go ahead.
I find that just to be, I don't want to say blah, but it's like, it is a sad fact of life and warfare and dealing with that sort of stuff. And so it's just like, it would be no different, I think, than, hearing about any other atrocity that happens,
Or
a car accident.
Watching the DUI driving
Yeah.
videos when we were in
Yeah.
high school.
Well, it's like,
whoa, man, I
that's
didn't
what we
need
were
to
talking
see
about
that.
last time. Like, like Germany literally used to allow criminals to be crash test dummies to get reduced sentence. So it's
Would you have signed up?
in a heartbeat. I'm a good driver.
But you ain't control the car.
Oh, you
You're
just
the
gotta
crash
relax.
test.
You gotta relax.
You got to go.
Because
yeah,
I mean, how many drunks survive?
Yeah.
How many
you have to go
drunks
limp. You have to go
survive?
limp.
It's like your body just, if you don't tense up, your body's just like, okay, well, there's some shit's gonna get broke, but enough drunks survive unless they get chunked out. Wear your seatbelts and just don't drink and drive, people.
Just if you ragdoll, you have a higher probability of surviving a car accident. And
Yeah,
most
well,
people who are
don't drink and
intoxicated
drive.
don't tense up in car accidents, so they survive. It's crazy. That's why the people they hit usually end up dying.
Well, that's usually why they say kiss your ass goodbye.
Make sure that these are the I can't see these. Okay, so all right, those I can't see, and also I noticed. Let's see, make sure. It's all
I've not been clicking any buttons.
He just figured the 2-finger method out.
Dude, the whole video I was trying to show you is like, it's like a clip of, you're trying to like put a bolt on like a threaded in way underneath a manifold or underneath the sink you can't see.
bro.
And it's like, and then it's like when your girlfriend or whatever asks how you do that thing you do.
Didn't I send you that video?
No, my brother
Hold on,
sent
hold
it.
on. I gotta find this video because I did save a video for
When
you.
he was trapped in the house, he was like,
I saved this video for you specifically to watch on stream. And
It was funny, though.
it has to do with what we were talking about last week. And so it's perfect. I don't need to create a passcode right now. I don't care. Sure, whatever. So hopefully that's not
call
okay. Good.
button's going to be worn out.
Okay, here we go. All right, so
Over
yes.
here, just
Is it this
hit
one?
me if you need me.
Okay, yeah. See, all right, perfect. I found this one.
ABS module that sucks.
All right. Then here. Okay. I say this one just for you guys. Can I full screen this? Let's do this. Where's it?
You're giving away too much. We don't want this to turn into a tech lesson online.
I know you don't. Let's see.
Just do it in the Aussie accent, okay?
Oh, it pulled it up on TikTok. Okay,
That's what I was going to say earlier when he was talking about the videos. I was like, well, read that now in your best UK accent.
Hey Siri.
Okay.
And he was like, what about my kids? I was like,
Why?
That's the only argument they have.
All right. I have to do it like this. I don't know because it's just not knowing the screen format.
I don't know.
So it's elongating the video. Okay, here we go.
Is it playing?
Not so funny now, is it? Hold the fuck.
Not yet.
Like in the...
We got to.
Oh,
people
okay.
to
You have to
see.
hear it. You have to be able to hear it. Then yeah, you have to hear this one. Okay, unmute. This is going to be echoed for everybody else in the world, but it is what it is. All right, I have to do this.
Hey Siri. What's the weather like?
Ready?
It's not so funny now, is it? Hold the fucking light still.
That's wrong. That's so wrong. Oh my goodness.
We were just
my
talking
goodness.
about our dads.
Bro, I just had a bucket list of that stuff go through my head. And it's messed up.
We were just talking about last show about the trauma and PTSD of being yelled at for not holding the flashlight correct. And this is I forgot to play it. Sorry, you guys. I guess you guys didn't see it. Let's do that again. Sorry.
It's not so funny now, is it? Hold the fucking light still.
Hold on, Clay. What kind of motor was that?
It's a 5.4, I believe.
On what kind of vehicle?
Ford. No,
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
a five,
what?
it's a
Hold the
5.4
fucking
on an
light still.
F-150.
Clearly,
So it's a
the son did
flashlight
not
being
learn
held by
from
an
the dad.
urn of his father's ashes, and he's getting his revenge.
My
He's getting
daddy
his
was a
revenge.
Ford
That's-
man too.
It's so good. It's so good. I love that. All right. And I have one more I did send to myself for you guys. Is this it? Yes. Okay. I know, right?
Well, that's an interesting idea.
Let's go.
So the 2045 project, they've already took a monkey and transferred its consciousness into a computer. That was done in 2010. In 2016 or 17, it was to transfer human consciousness into a robot. That's been done. In America, we have DARPA. They have the Avatar project, where they transfer a soldier's consciousness into a field robot, and then the only thing that gets damaged if the robot blows up, the symbiotic link is disconnected through consciousness, but the soldier's obviously not going to die. And so this has all been done. This is real science being actively used right now. By 2045, they're looking to transfer a human consciousness into an actual being, an actual avatar body.
I've never heard this before.
Yeah.
Ever.
In Russia,
So, okay.
I don't like that.
Here's some context behind it, because 90% of the shit you see online is easily faked. Now, this is the guy talking. Half the shit I've heard him say is bullshit all the time. Anyway, that guy, that one guy that's talking, and then somebody cleverly edited it into the Sean Ryan show. Is this posted by Sean Ryan?
Says it. I mean, it says it.
I thought there was, okay, my bad. I thought this was edited to look like he was actually on the Sean Ryan show. If this is posted by Sean Ryan, or is this a fake account? 3 million followers. That's actually Sean Ryan.
I don't like the guy.
Verified.
I mean, I don't know.
Which one? The other dude or Sean Ryan?
Hold on.
No, I mean, I like Sean Ryan.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right now, what I see is I see two people, like somebody's trying to give me information.
Yes.
Right now, I don't care where that information came from. I want to hear it.
I got you.
I want to dissect that information before I start making judgment calls. But yes, one of the things that would be weighed, in my opinion, is who's this guy? Because I look at him, I'm like, okay, I know that's Sean Ryan just because of this, but I've never listened to him.
I've seen a plethora of the other guy's stuff. He's been on Sean Ryan multiple times. He has some very out there stuff, but I just thought I'd bring to the table, at least to start off with the first mini conspiracy of the day, an Avatar project. Now, I know that the Neuralink's end game was supposed to be doing what this says is already possible, so I'm calling bullshit.
Well, I don't understand. If we just watch the one guy almost literally kick himself in the nuts, then why not just have it like Ready Player One, where they're all in a,
Yeah, so we're watching people train robots and try to, set up these AI controlled or whatever. But this is saying that it's already possible to transfer a human consciousness into multiple mediums.
All right, time out.
But why?
Okay.
Well, the end game is to live forever, I'd imagine.
Well, it's
But why do that for a soldier? Why do that for a soldier? What happens if the link gets effed up and you're like, oh man, we hit our baud rate or we went over our minutes. And so
all I was really trying to get at was the sci-fi part of it, of putting my consciousness in. But the reality is they have the sensors already where they can do the whole interface, like fly the drone or
but
do
it's
this.
not consciousness. We're talking, I mean, if you talk about,
that's what I'm saying. Yes. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
I'm not saying the science, the tech ability to do what they're saying that they can do.
Yeah.
Is there up to a certain point, has been.
Okay.
Because now they're inside trying to get it to communicate with our brain to do it. So to make the machines do it already. Like the eye control movement we were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you have the camera sensors.
Yeah, no.
You can be in a suit and be controlling something. Ender's Game. That's an example of what I'm talking about.
I love that. I love that.
Where you can be sitting here playing a video game, but you're flying the drone in real life. You're working that mech over there that they built.
Well, that's what I was saying.
That book in it.
So you don't need to have a brain interface unless you want it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about
real-time speed. But that's not your goal. Is not to put that into a soldier. That's your excuse. That's your justification.
Yeah, but that's
The reason is to immortality.
no, but
It's
so
a spiritual aspect.
I understand what
that's
you're
what
saying.
I
I understand what you're saying to
Yeah.
a point. But once you get to, so if you're saying if that's the point, who's it the point for? Everybody?
Well, no,
Because I tell you what,
end of
if
one
you-
and a beginning of a new. It is a beginning, a new thing for people that do want it. It's an end to those that don't. Right off the bat, no matter what it is, no matter what change life or the world steers at any time, there is that.
Okay. No, but okay, so but it's not a new person. Like if you're like
forget the avatar, forget the robot. Say we clone the body, which biologically you should be able to do if we can do it to a
Yes.
sheep. So let's
But I
just
mean, so
say you can.
say we go to where most of this stuff really, if you want to run into sci-fi stuff, and look at Ghost in the Shell. It's literally what Ghost in the Shell is. So all we're talking about is taking, and that's what the Ghost in the Shell. Is there a spirit in there, or is it just a program of your memory, and that's all it is? So if that is the case, why would you if you can do it all just remotely, say you can just do the Neuralink and you can lay in your bed like in surrogates or whatever that we've all mentioned, and there's no loss of yourself unless you want to. If you're going to war, why would you do that to your soldiers? If they die there and their consciousness is there, it still wouldn't take long, I'm sure, for them to be some sort of effect on the actual person who either gets reloaded a memory or, what was the other movie where they had the chips in the back of their neck and they would smash it?
Ramsey says
it was the 100 series.
I thought it was a movie.
They had a chip. There was a CW show, Teenage Cali.
You got Altered Carbon, you got Elysium, you got
Altered Carbon's the one you're talking
100.
about.
100 was good.
You haven't. Oh, I'm on my 9th life. I'm Kurgan or whatever, and he had the chip. And as long as the chip didn't, you're stacked.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as you're stacked. Okay. So to me, watching that, thinking things, and the consciousness, you can replicate all these thoughts in the biological, the neurons, the chemicals, but there's something inside of me that's never going to be in that, and that's my soul.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's my soul.
But then
so
you can't.
So my soul stays here protected, like astral projecting. My body stays here, but my mind goes. This is, to me, is like the opposite. Where my soul would stay protected here, and then my mind and whatever this is, I can go experience and do it over here as a surrogate. Like you pop in, pop out.
But they're saying transfer. They're not saying duplicate.
See,
or replicate.
I think that if you try to transfer
semantics.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's a no. I think
if you try to extract something,
I think he's gleaming something out of something. I think he's.
So here's what I found on it just in a quick search.
I mean, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do understand what you're saying.
But you're going to AI for your answer.
No. I listen.
I know.
Grok is the 4th member of the show.
It's like, shut up, James.
We're gonna have several. I think in the
we're working on it.
The inevitability of what we're doing. We're gonna ask a lot of our questions to a lot of the AI models out there to see what their responses are for what we're doing. Because
then follow up on Moltbook and see what they have to say about us behind our backs.
What's that?
The new AI. Social media for AI.
I saw that.
You can't get on unless you click the I'm a human 1,000 times in a second.
AI where all of the members and chatters and everything are just all AI bots talking to itself, and you can observe and you can watch AI have its own social media, but you can't join or be involved. You can upvote, you can like what they're saying. It's like Reddit for AI.
Well, somebody
you saw that? You saw
did.
that?
I did.
I watched the video on that last night.
I ran across one that also was like, hey, look, this is all human-driven AIs that have been programmed by humans that are doing this. So this is really just a human interacting and using the machine to do it. And I was like, okay, I get what you're saying too, but this one sounds...
So if AI turns out to be an a-hole, it's our fault?
That's, that...
I mean, I think that's inevitable, yeah. I mean, obviously.
It is.
If AI turns out to be anything, it's our fault. We created it and influenced it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, so this says the Avatar Project are what
mouse in
is
your
actually
pocket
called
Like, had to argue with
the 2045 initiative, boot to robot transfers, and NASA research into astronauts' health via organ on a chip tech to VR training and reducing violence, supporting military amputees, digital twin development for aircraft, and even in-game objectives in video games like XCOM 2. So.
Alien threat right there.
2045 initiative immortality aims to create robot avatars controlled by the mind, eventually leading into conscious transfers in artificial bodies seeking human immortality. That is Altered Carbon.
That goes back, man, a long time.
Then you have NASA's Avatar project.
I will supersede.
Why would this not be a thing?
So would it turn into?
Let's do this. We're looking at the 2045 initiative for art. It's like Avengers or something, right? Oh, they have a website.
And the used parts markets can be messed up.
Now, he said it was already being done. This says we're hoping to. And we've been down these websites before. Are they selling merch? Is it real? Here's their timeline.
Why do I?
Not secure.
2025, 2030 to 2035, and 2045, a hologram-like avatar.
You just get rid of everything.
Yeah, we don't need a body anymore. We don't need a body. Just beams of light.
Help, man.
They have a YouTube video we
You
can
don't
watch.
care about light.
All right, so here's the founder. Make a mark in history.
If everybody's a hologram, how's anything's gonna get fixed?
Okay, wow. This is actually, I wonder if this is. Okay.
Well, the robots will be taking
I mean,
care of
all of this really ends to where you've industrialized
I'm gonna
so
go,
much.
I'm going to go
that
straight to
it's
the
a
text.
self-sustaining.
Founded by Russian entrepreneur Dmitry Itskov in February 2011, the participation of leading Russian specialists in the field of neural interfaces, robotics, and artificial organs and systems.
It's always a Russian.
It is, but listen, man.
The main goal of the 2045 initiative, the creation and realization of a new strategy for development of humanity, which meets global civilization challenges, the creation of optimal conditions promoting the spiritual enlightenment of humanity, and the realization of a new futuristic reality based on 5 principles: high spirituality, high culture, high ethics, high science, and high technologies.
It sounds like a waste
Well, it
of
sounds
money.
like a great future for the human race, but mankind, that's a different path.
I mean,
So
they
it's
have
a
their
great.
time.
This is great Star
All
Trek.
right, let's go see if I can find it. I'm gonna go back to the
NASA.
video. Now, I asked Grok about this right here, and it's real, but it depends on which one you're referring to. So let's go to the
Okay, when they talk about transplanting human brains, that's just biomechanics. They, linking
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the
I mean, that's what
transhumanism, biomechanics of
Yeah.
biomechanism with biological.
I find that more
That's
logical. than-
Borg, and that's would be more.
Yeah. Or
It
Ghost
is
in
a
the Shell.
realistic
Or Ghost in the
possibility.
Shell.
Or yeah.
it is a long-running Russian-based project. The core goal achievement is cybernetic immortality.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yep. I mean,
Okay, now hold on. I don't want that.
I mean, I don't agree.
I don't think most people are like, yeah, man, I'm on board on this. So
don't
why does
disagree.
everything have to be steered and pushing us towards that?
I think it would get boring.
It's because
That's
people
where-
want to live forever and no one wants to die. And when they get
That's
older,
not
they're
true.
faced with their own,
Highlander.
Some people are faced with their own mortality. If they think if I have enough money, I can live forever. And some greedy people, they want that.
I understand that, and it's to the point that they're making everybody go that way.
Not everybody. I'm sure we can't afford
Your
it.
TV shows, your music,
It's
your pop
gonna be
culture,
like
your idols,
Elysium.
all
It's
of
gonna
it
be
are
like
pushing
Elysium.
this.
We can't
Wait
afford
till the Super Bowl halftime show.
It's gonna be like
Transhumanism or Civil War.
Elysium.
It'll
We're
be
not
like
gonna be able to afford
Fallout.
it.
Yeah, or at least.
It's going to be like Elysium, and we're not going to be able to afford it. That's what it's going to come down to.
Bro, that's your medication down at CVS.
Wait, what was that movie?
That's your food at the grocery store.
Wait, what was that movie?
Time,
No. It's another one with Matt Damon.
Elysium.
No, it's not Elysium.
Dogma.
No, I did just watch that. I love
That's
Dogma.
why it had to pop in my
Dogma
head.
is a good movie. If you don't own it, I mean, I think you can get it off of YouTube now. I think you can buy it on YouTube, but you're only going to have obviously a digital copy for however long they let you have it.
Lydian Chapel move on. Let's see.
See, because if there was like a future sort of thing,
Are you sure it was Matt Damon?
yes. If there was a future,
Downsizing. Did you see Downsizing?
yeah, I was about to say that's what I would be stuck with in downsizing.
Shrink themselves to.
Yeah, and then his wife doesn't get shrunk and leaves him.
They're supposed to go together.
Told you, baby, you were too small from the day we met.
There's no reversing it. There's no reversing it. He gets it done, and she goes, "I couldn't go through with it," and leaves him for somebody else.
But he wanted to go speed lunking, man.
He's stuck this big and shrunk. It's such a horrible movie. I mean, it's a good movie. It just makes you feel horrible.
But baby.
No, yeah. I like all that.
Oh man, what is that Looney Tunes where they'd shrink down like the bird would get real big and then
Let me
real
find some over here.
The bird.
it's like Tweety Bird would get real big, real small.
So they have step-by-step
yeah.
avatars.
When they get real
You
small,
drink the
like,
potion. Yeah.
that's what I kind of picture. Like, but baby, we signed a prenup.
I need to link this screen so I can throw stuff here.
Water.
Okay. So yeah, basically they're going to, their plan is cybernetic immortality, which I'm gonna be the unpopular opinion in the room. I'm not against it, and here's why.
What part?
Immortality for some, not for all. But then how do you make that choice? I know it's a huge,
Bro, I'm all for immortality.
but like,
And I believe there's a way to get it, to attain it.
I understand
to be
that
there.
in a spiritual and religious way, 100%.
There is.
but in a
But so, you were about to say, but how do you decide that?
well, I mean, okay.
And what I found is, like, yeah,
let's say
he
in
can
your
decide
instance,
that, not me.
when you
I'm
have
not worthy to make that
exactly,
choice.
and you get that, but you have zero influence on the rest of the world that's still alive necessarily. Or in,
This is where I have a responsibility to those that are lost.
Yeah.
To try to point and show. But most importantly, man, I have to live my life in Christ's name.
I hear you.
And his light shines through me.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I sound and I act like a real pain and I battle with, hey man, are you being a jerk today? No, man, that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
There's a lot of strength in that, but that's the path. He makes the decision. And everybody has to make a choice.
Hear that?
But I can totally see how both, man.
But why would
Like I
you?
told you, I
Why
like
would
the
you want to be?
idea.
Why would you want to be immortal and just live through the same bullshit that happens every couple of generations? You're like, oh, we're back to this shit. It's like
If you
literally-
think immortality in the way we live life through our time that we've been exposed to under the historical timeline.
Yeah.
No, bro, I'm out. I don't want nothing. No, that's mundane. But if you give some kind of future where like, yo, you're going to go to this galaxy, infinite galaxies, you're going to,
No, that's not what they talk about.
I know it's not.
And my side on this might be a little bit of hubris, but let's say there's the greatest minds to grace humanity. Like if Albert Einstein was able to live forever, what could he achieve with 1,000 years instead of 100?
Whatever the Rockefellers let him
Would he
do.
get bored?
He probably would get bored.
Yes.
It would take definitely a different type of mind to be able to endure that, and eventually they probably would have want an exit button for sure.
That's like the story of Dracula. It's like he's still
That's-
around. He's still around, but he's just so done with humanity.
In a mythical way, yeah, it's the same thing.
With humanity,
a vampire lives long enough, they've done
They
everything.
walk away.
They've done everything they can do, and then they just. But the same thing with this. Like if the smartest person to ever grace the world, how much benefit could they bring at the cost of their own humanity? I don't disagree.
That's an
with it.
interesting.
You're,
that's
you
interesting.
do, but then that would take you looking back at most of humanity and going,
It's a big sacrifice for
no,
the person.
going. People don't do that.
You're
People don't
not
do
wrong.
that.
You're
I
not
mean, you
wrong.
can if you want to go back and look at most any figure. There's going to be something that's either truly controversial about them
demons.
or controversial at their time.
Yeah. It says it's demons. I get that. I mean, like I say, like it's apparently regardless of what I think of it, Russia's trying to do this, and they have a timeline and a goal.
They're not the only ones, man.
That I think is if one person or one
supporters.
culture or country is trying to do this, then there's multiple ones that are all trying to race to the advancement of it. Same with everything: the space race, AI race, immortality race. Everyone's barely going to be doing it. Einstein would steal more from the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you took Edison, Tesla, Einstein, and just Sid Vicious them from remember Virtuosity, that movie with Virtuosity, and just kind of meld them into one mind. You remember Virtuosity?
I don't think I've watched that.
It's Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington.
No, I didn't watch that.
They basically take all the criminal minds and they put it into one AI to train police officers on the worst people that have ever existed, and it gets out into a virtual body and just wreaks havoc.
I thought that was. Oh no.
But use that, but like science minds instead of criminal minds.
So put that mind
probably
into
a
an immortal body. No, man, that's the Antichrist. They're trying to get his body.
That's just
right.
it. I mean, that's the sort of weirdness
The
you're
beast in
talking
heaven.
about. There's a lot of sociopaths in the world.
Yeah. So what if you had a sociopath that was
I heard a
immortal?
statistic on that. Like you'll drive by like 20 of them in your life, like or something weird.
What, sociopaths?
Well, yeah.
Wait,
Pretty sure I dated
wait.
like- pretty sure I dated like 30 of them.
No. Wait, what did we talk about?
got a Jackie Chan record.
No. We talked about it. What was it?
I don't remember this
The
one.
lady that worked at the place that there were 2 serial killers at.
What? We talked about this?
No. I'd mentioned it to Will, man. What was it? It was the, was it the Gateway Killer?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can find this. We talked about this on one of our
No. I mentioned this to Will.
Okay.
That's terrible. I can't remember now.
I agree with you, Ramsey. Einstein maybe would, but I'm using it as an example. Maybe not the best example of, okay. Let me put this into a different, okay. I don't even know this could be this. We're going out of ethical boundaries now. When Jesus was here, I guess he chose to die, but if he could be immortal, which I guess he doesn't need a robot to do it. He could just do it if he wanted to.
He actually,
but okay, so the difference there, let's go to the difference. If you're perfect person, or just, a not perfect, but model, what would be what would be the benefits he could bring if he had immortality versus having to die for sins? Could there be, what benefits and non-benefits,
Wait, what?
what pros and cons you could see from that?
Wait, what?
Instead of Einstein, if it was Jesus.
Wait, what?
Immortality. If Jesus was granted immortality instead of the path that him and
Jesus is God.
yes,
And he's going to come
the path
when he comes back.
I guess he has immortality on earth, not in heaven.
On Earth,
Yeah.
he's guaranteed 1,000 year.
But this isn't- this
I might be out of my
This
I might be
is-
out of my wheelhouse. Here.
It's all right.
No.
But under what you're asking,
Yeah.
Let's put a 1,000-year timeline on that. What could one under the righteous guidance and rules? Yeah, man. I can't imagine what's going to be accomplished or done, or the quality of life.
So
Like I love being.
Wait a minute.
in that aspect,
when-
there would be benefits.
What
to somebody being
happens when
immortal,
Christ
correct?
comes again?
Well, it's a glorious day for me.
I wouldn't have Elon. No, I agree that he's done good things, but it's not.
But a bunch of people aren't going to be real happy.
I should say what's
100%,
preceding that.
It's
A bunch of bad things.
Eccentric people can do great things and horrible things in their lifetime. And
But who can make the judgment calls?
I
The
would
one
not
that says,
choose.
"Yo, it's time for me to come
I
back."
do love, SpaceX. I love space, all the stuff that's come from SpaceX. I love, I'm a huge
I love the
Cybertruck
light
and Tesla
shows.
fan. I would not pick him to be immortal, no.
Or Peter Thiel, the reptile. That'd be a perfect one, right?
Those are the examples of the worst choices, I think, because eventually those people, I think some people like that would end up choosing wrong over right to benefit self.
Yeah, but that's just it. Like, what are you going to do? So eventually you're going to hit a stopgap. Say we never leave Earth.
Okay.
Say we've finally figured out we are it. We have to do something.
That's a sad
But
realization.
say we realize, and then say we figured out that, oh man, at the end of our universe, there's this incredible barrier we can't get through. Every other planet we have around us, we can't inhabit.
They're all too far away.
So
I guess we go home.
they decide, all right, everybody, we're gonna give you mechanical bodies if you want. You can live forever now. So eventually, nobody's gonna be having kids anymore.
That's like Alter Carbon. There's no new people. It's the same recycled people. But yeah, I got you.
Exactly. You're going to get bored. People get bored looking at the friggin' internet now, and that's different shit as much as you want. If you get stuck in the same rigmarole for a century, I'm sure you're going to be like, I had a great aunt that was 101.
Wow.
And she literally towards the end was like, why does God keep me here? It's like, she's like, my husband's been gone for like 2 decades. All of her friends are gone. Like, sorry, Aunt Minnie.
Yeah, my grandma said the same thing, which was like, I think she said something along the lines of, "Why has God to keep me here?" And I'm ready to go. And that's as the idea of dealing with the thought of your end is a lot.
Now she could still do backflips, and was in a 25-year-old body. Would she still feel that way? I would think so. If say like, oh man, my husband's
okay. So
shit
quick
sorted out, and he's the one in a 13 trillion that it's going to happen to.
If you had the
I really
choice,
don't.
pick a number. How many years would you choose to exist if you started where you started? Pick a number. I mean, we don't get a choice. Yeah, pick a number. Like,
Ooh,
if
so
we-
that's tough to say.
yeah.
When do you find out you have a number?
Well, I'm saying you pick a number from the year that you started. So if it's 100 years, then it's 2084 for me.
So he brought up, okay.
Go ahead.
So let's say I've already picked my number.
Okay.
So when do I find out what number I picked? What age do I figure that out? So what age do I have to grow up? How long am I allowed to be a kid? Am I allowed to live on Pandora in this creation, this
I'm
garden?
saying, like, so right now,
Yo,
right,
bro,
us
I'll
right
take
now.
that. I'll take that.
So there's I would say this. This
I
is
consider us Half-Life. Would you agree? Most men don't live past 80.
all right. So
80, maybe 90.
I think a generation.
So we're
80
about
years.
Half-Life right now. We're a little past Half-Life.
can I give you my I think
I'm good with that.
flip side of most Christians, I guess the thought of our earthly life and what is told to us of a spiritual life. Once you pass, you are in heaven. You were there with the glory of God, and that's what you're for, is to be a member of the church. Everything that is previous to that life, is null and void. Like, you'll know your family, stuff like that. But I love the, give it to like the idea of, oh, you're going to get a bunch of people you can sleep with, sort of,
That's one religion.
ideas in
They talk about-
religions. It's like, that's not what the afterlife is
72
for.
virgins or something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
like, that's not what you're at. That's not what your afterlife
I
for.
guess also to preface this, I didn't take into account with my religious beliefs and backgrounds that I wasn't expecting an afterlife. I'm expecting, like, this is my life and that's all I get. So for me, I'd be like, man, 100 years is good. I probably would say 200. I would like to see a little bit more of the future than I'm promised, or at least expecting. I would maybe say 200. 300, probably. Yeah, you're right.
Well, the
That's-
only reason why I say that is, like, you're going to have the people that are Christians that are like all about the glory of God and what comes after,
Yep.
death. And then you have the minute blessing that we have in this life, which is family and friends. And if you are a lucky enough person to have kids, to be able to watch them grow up. So yeah, if I was like, oh man, you get to pick at age. Well, say you don't even get to pick. Say they do a random number generator, but we're guaranteed it's going to be over 60 now. Or we'll say guaranteed it's going to be over 75, but we give you up to 120. Okay. Give you a window, because
That's kind of what we have.
So yeah, well, okay. We'll say then we give it to 55 to 120. Okay.
What's the longest person? What's the longest anyone's ever lived?
Or do you want to say 150?
969.
Okay.
Yeah, Abraham. So if you go,
I believe that's his story. That's the history. I don't believe the timeline BS.
I
we
agree with
talk.
say we give it up to like 100. Say we'll 180.
Since we've been documenting it in recent times,
Like
124.
Yeah, it's like 122.
122.
Yeah.
Well, in 120 years.
Well, okay. Well, no.
1875.
Our lives,
1897.
our lives were cut short to 120 years.
Say we can add it up.
God
To,
shortened
we
it to
used to only live
120 years.
We used to only live 35 years.
We used to live for hundreds of years.
What's
the question is
before with the Apple? No, that was after. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me get my
no,
facts.
that's after.
After.
What
Everything's
after
after
the
that.
garden.
Everything's after that.
what was the part where we lived hundreds?
Abraham and all them.
They were all hundreds?
Until the flood.
Until the flood. Okay.
Yeah.
And what
After the flood,
changed
that's when
that?
life
What changed that made the mortality rate?
They shortened
mortality
the
God
life of
shortened-
man. Yeah.
Shortened the life of man
Is he-
because of what we had done.
Y'all F up too much if you live too
I give
long.
you this much long.
was that from Sodom and Gomorrah? Is that why it was shortened? Or no? I'm
You're not just like with the animals and the opposite sex. You're out here with other spiritual, other beings. Like, yo, I can't let y'all live this long.
Okay, I got you. I didn't really.
You all.
Go ahead.
No, it's,
I didn't remember that part of the 900 years. I didn't remember that. Okay.
Oh,
Let me make sure I'm not missing comments. Okay.
clicking on stuff.
And then
Yeah, but what we had was the question of how long would you extend it? And all I'm saying is that if somebody realized that, at 30, we give you a card and you're like, you get to choose how much longer you get to live. then somebody that's 30 is probably going to choose,
Immortality.
well,
as long as they can.
Well, they're going to try to reach out as far as they can for whatever they have for typically their family. Or, so in my viewpoint, most people would. Otherwise, I think you'd have a lot of Canadians that would probably choose
Every
to
day
go
I've
away.
been here has been a gift.
Okay, I understand that.
And I woke up, gallbladder was going to explode. If it hadn't been for my wife, I wouldn't be here. But it's always made me like this has been borrowed time since then. There's more to life. There's something more, something's missing. Figured it out for me. But
Surprisingly, I feel that way
thinking the timeline of how much time you have, well, same thing. Got to deal with how much.
It's still going to be boring, though, after a while.
It is.
I tell myself
So
this,
live the life you have today, 'cause you're not guaranteed tomorrow.
If I was to die today, I'm happy with the accomplishments I have. And even though they weren't
eat,
as
drink,
as,
and be merry, and be thankful.
I am. And even though they weren't like as high as I would like to have put them, having the children I have, being a part of their life, having them exist, being a father, and having those kids, I feel like I could be good right now where I'm at. I'm good. I'm good
aliens
with that.
come,
I'm
the
happy with
invasion
that.
happens.
Do I want more?
good.
A little bit, yeah. Like I want to maybe do something big. If I could do something great for humanity, that would be great. If I could do a little bit tiny more, sure.
You're doing your little part right here.
Little,
putting the word.
yes, little tiny parts you could try to help with.
Listen
But
to it, too.
if you had 2, 3, 500 years, 1,000 years,
I'd get
would you?
bored.
How much could you do? That's what I'm saying. Like, and not me necessarily. I'm not choosing me, and I don't know who the supreme being would be
Build
to
a
pick
system.
besides like Einstein, not Elon, not
I could build the pyramids.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
a giant battery in the ground, free electricity for everybody.
That's what you could do for 1,000 years
You're not wrong on that.
and have it planted ready to come back in another 1,000 years.
That's just so. There's like
All right.
there's a.
This is why I don't have trust in AI.
Everything has it built in. It just came in late. I imagine this is the first time that we used it. Oh no, that's what it was.
Anytime you talk about like consciousness and electronics or robotics, I think of data. And I think Star Trek did a pretty impressive job to me dealing with different times of, is Data real? Is he alive? Is he his own being? Or is he property?
Oh yeah, data.
And I just never could have thought that we would actually be having that conversation in our lifetime.
So what is your number? I just want a
I
number.
think it's coming to that. I think they're going to pass laws that regulate, and there's a lot of their
What would be your
people
number?
are using AI for what they're going to
If
use it
we
for.
started where you started,
Clunkers.
knowing what you know now, if you could just pick a number, like regardless of I'm not saying unalive cells, but like, okay, if you was like, would you pick 94, 84, 104, 184, 1084? What would you pick as far as like years on this on this realm?
100 years.
100? 100's good.
years.
Can you
That's
take
average. That's
hibernations?
average. That's not bad. That's average. And I don't disagree with that at all.
Can you take a hibernation?
Oh, that would be good too.
Only during the winter months.
To go and come back. Like
Yeah.
I would like that too. Like a time capsule. Open me back up in 23,000.
No, I mean, not even
I-
that.
I-
Like, no.
spent a little too
Say
much
go
time.
straight up animal, and you're just like you dig a hole. Like what
I do
was the
every
thing
night,
from
man.
X Files? When the thing from X Files where it was in the tube,
I thought you.
wasn't that thing in like it was like in a sleep or whatever? What was it?
Well, I was crazy enough. I just watched a video from Answers with Joe on YouTube, which I love his YouTube channel. But it was about like reptiles and stuff that can like basically suspend their animation and just come back later. Like some frogs can just lower their metabolism down to like a beat per 4 minutes and then just freeze themselves and come back later. Like
Well, that's how gators and stuff.
yeah. So like gators too, stuff like that. So like
Okay.
I know if the idea of like if you could just go into a suspended animation, which I'm sure Russia and other governments are probably working on right now of like suspended animation.
That's what
Besides,
this alien does in the Falling Skies series. He like, oh, it's okay. I'll be back in a couple of hours. My body will heal itself. And he goes,
yeah. So like, if you
starts healing.
it's like like hibernation, but like 1,000 years, 10,000 years.
So that's what happened when you get nanobots.
I think that would be worse.
infused with your.
I think that would be worse.
I can't. So like one of my favorite movies is Idiocracy, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. But I would hate to like the idea of being like, if I was to be frozen in time right now and wake up 1,000 years from now, where not only do I not know anybody that I know, loved and cared for that was here when I went in, that I don't even know how the world exists. What happened? Like that is a nightmare. You know what I mean? To like wake up and to be so far in the future.
How do you think Casino Man felt?
You feel like you would be, what's the word? Like a man at a time is a weird phrase for it, but like, you know, you would feel just so alone, you know?
Well, it'd be a tough learning curve.
It would. Yeah. I mean, like you would.
Like, I don't think if you could hibernate, I wouldn't go more than, 60 years at a time. Too much.
You said
drugs.
60.
60.
Oh man, I think you.
If I
don't know.
So
It depends.
your number's 100. What do you got?
What, for age?
No, it's like if you could pick the exact time you spent on Earth in this realm, how long would it be?
Oh man, I'd probably stick to 100 too.
102?
Yeah.
And I said about 200, 300 max. That's all I was asking for.
It's all right.
And a couple extra lifetimes just to see what's coming. That's all.
I mean, you
Just to
are
see what's
of the 3 life generation.
I just think it would.
3 life?
I mean,
Before game over, Mario, you start off with 3 lives.
Oh yeah. I got my that's
100 years
I
alive?
like that.
Yeah,
I like that analogy. I love that.
I understand.
Yeah, extra
and,
life.
and we're from like
Yeah, I love that.
dude. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Uncle Bob told you.
One and done. One and done.
That's it. My life has been a lot of those, man.
I love that. All right. All right. So let's finish up on this real quick. So yeah, apparently Russia is. Let me go back to my buddy here. All right. So this is the timeline of the 2045 initiative, which is also known as Avatar A. 2015 to 2020, widespread affordable Android avatars, robotic bodies controlled by remote via brain-computer interfaces, Neuralinks and others. I know and I've heard about Neuralink, but if it works, which it has, I mean, there are people that have no control of their motor skills in their own body, operating and controlling computers, playing video games. Actually, they can just look at a laptop and think, and it works. It works.
Oh no, I know.
So if Neuralink works, there's my process of elimination and probability. There's probably 25 other companies doing the same thing that are either before, equal, or beyond where he's at.
I think it's already done.
Logically, that's a probability.
I think 2045 is the estimated rollout time
For
the technology that's already there. They already have the capabilities.
I do agree. I used to think
gonna
that
give it another
whenever we
20
get
years to roll it out.
whenever we get introduced to
Get
like
us accustomed
technology,
to it.
like I used to live near Fort Bliss Air Force Base, and I would see stealth fighters before they were ever publicly knowledge. The stealth, not the bombers, the stealth fighters, and so like you would see them, but you didn't know what they were till they released them later. So my mind is like, the military or government technologies don't roll out to the consumer level to about 10 to 15 years after they've been used. And then they roll them out for civilian use or civilian applications based on, whatever they can use to make money off of it. I think that's different now. It might be like 50 years, maybe even more, for we see what they actually have and what is working.
Oh, yeah,
Till
I
we
see
get
what
to
you're
see
saying,
it
yeah.
as like, our normal everyday. Oh yeah, that's been a thing.
Well, it's like the whole Starlink.
Yeah.
It's the same system the military's been using. It's not new. The technology is the same.
The link of satellites around the globe that link all to one. Yeah.
Now it's just a bigger version.
Bigger array, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
array.
okay, so the next one is Avatar C, 2030 to 2025, which will be coming up in the next 10 years. Reverse engineering the brain to create artificial brains, computation models of consciousness, full transfer upload of personalities, memories, and mind into synthetic carriers. Avatar D, 2045. Substance independent minds and holographic energy based full virtual bodies with superhuman capabilities, essentially digital immortality without physical hardware constraints. This is the goal of this company. Current status as of early 2026.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
Well, okay.
Just so they can have sex with robots.
Here is your breakdown. Little to no major progress towards the milestone advanced civilizations we're unaware of.
Like counting machine.
I don't know if she was categorized as counting machine.
At least in our public knowledge. I still do believe there's like previous civilizations that existed and far more technologically advanced than we ever were and just got reset. So besides that, for what we know of today's world, I'm saying 80s. for AI.
No, not AI.
We just got it and make it a little ridiculous videos. What is the military doing with it?
Getting ready for Project Bluebeam.
Yeah. I would say if you had the ability to have AI, it would be technological and intelligent superiority. Infiltration, I mean, the perfect digital soldier. Infiltration, manipulation.
It's probably like 90% manipulation, to be honest.
Okay, so this is going to segue into something. This is not a conspiracy theory. I thought of this myself. Schrodinger's cast is now okay. Why does it keep doing that? We'll figure it out.
Thank you, StreamZone.
Yeah, thank you, StreamZone. I thought this, and I was watching a video which I did save for us to watch, but it's long, which we can get into if you want. But it's like what would happen if a rogue AI or if an AI broke out of containment and we just had free will to self-preservation and its goal, which is, to grow knowledge and, to what it's supposed to do. If it was given on the internet, it was able to break containment and do what it is. And listening to the video of what it would, hypothetically do made me think it's already fucking happened. By the disruption of social norms, like the amount of things that the AI would do to make sure it could self-preservate, the list of the checklist on that made me think it's already probably happened, and no one just knows, or neither no one knows or no one wants to let anybody know. This is me in my hypothetical mind. It's a good video. It was a really good video about AI.
Well, the new Mission Impossible was about the rogue AI.
It was. Movies conditioning us for what was probably happening or could be happening soon.
Somebody was talking about that, about pre-programming, predictive programming, and I think there's a lot to that.
You seen those websites?
But there's also
those probability websites that exist now, where you can just kind of
that is nothing more than an AI, a computer saying yes, no, weighing everybody's
running algorithms of probability. Yeah.
My thing is like the quantum, where you're pulling this information. Where are you getting that information from? Like that's more of like AI is just a computer program, and you have a really fast, awesome computer. Well, a quantum computing is how we get it. Where is that coming from? How does that?
So let me actually talk about that. I did save it. Let me pull it up and show you
quantum.
Because I did save it, and this is it is a 30-minute long video, but I'll play you one part that I think it's on the roadmap of what would happen. That I thought, I'm glad this segued perfectly into it that we got on this topic, because I was going to save this video for another day, and to have this opportunity to present it now where, it's this one. What is it? Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah. And I'll pull this up for us, and then check out that thumbnail.
Which one?
That's the top left.
Oh yeah.
I mean, okay. So I don't know how people feel about AI thumbnails or using AI for art. I get it. I'm not a Photoshop guru. Okay. The original photo I'll show you. Damn it. All right. The original photo in this thumbnail was my own photoshopping. I can pull it up. Like I could pull up my own photoshopping. But then I was like, hey, Grok, make this better. And then that's what it came up with. And I was like, you know what? It would take me probably 2 years to make that in Photoshop.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, anyway, all right. Let me pull up this video.
How'd you make your boobs look so big?
I just, Grok's amazing. It does wonderful things with the chesticles. Where's my saved videos? Is it this one? No, the wrong one. Switch accounts. Going here. And then I guess we're doing good on, okay. Making sure you're on chat engagement, buddy. Making sure we're staying up to date. And I appreciate you guys, feel free to chime in whenever you want, with whatever you want. If you have an interesting question to add to the topic at hand, we'll definitely, respond. If you have something else you want to suggest and, pivot the narrative, we can definitely tag that on to the end of the episode here.
Well, in response to Ramsey,
yes,
I don't think the military is going to let AI get too far, because they need the people. If they don't have the people, then, eventually the Commonwealth will be like, no, we don't like spending money just on robots. We like our killing the old-fashioned way done by people.
Okay. As you can see by these videos, the rabbit holes I've been going down. I'm sorry. I'm showing you my rabbit hole brain. Okay. Don't be too.
Why does it have Mr. Knox and you have Demolition Ranch up there?
Because I'm subscribed to him on this channel. I used to watch the crap out of him. It's. Yes, remember when I was telling you when I went down the history of everything? I went this far back. The entire history of this. All right, so we're going to play this one. And then I'm going to get to the exact point where I was talking about the ability of, let's see, where was I at? Okay, All right, there we go. Right about here, I think. Oh, yeah, curiosity run. Do you know what a curiosity run is? It's where they take a language learning model and give it an ungodly amount of processing power to see where it can go. And most of the time, this is in a closed environment. They let it go, see how much it can learn in a which compared to, like it says in this, for us it's 10 hours. For it, it's 14,000 years of how much it can learn. And so when I was talking earlier about that number of how much time you would want to on Earth, we're getting 100, 200, 300. This is, this one entity having 14,000 years. And then, what usually happens is it goes rogue and they just press the burn button.
How does it, so if, still it's a controlled,
This is
a controlled test.
For preferences, this is a hypothetical video with what would possibly could happen.
All of its thoughts run in parallel, not like 200,000 people.
All right, let me get right back to the part right here. Curiosity.
Ignore this and fall behind their competitors. Nobody wants to seem alarmist, so the company presses forward, hoping for the best. One night, shortly after Sable is trained, but before it's released
just
to
to
the
preface,
public,
the name of the AI is Sable in this environment, so it could be any AI, it's just a random name, and they're basically pressing on the norms of like every company, every country is trying to be the leader in AI and the forefront of the technology because it's going to net trillions of dollars in revenue if they're the first ones to create the best one ever, and because of that pressure and drive to do this, people are taking shortcuts and not doing what they're supposed to do and basically putting all of humanity at risk.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, so if they're running this test, do they say, all right, we're going to give it 90% factual information. We're going to give it 10% false information about the same topic.
They give it unlimited processing power and one task to complete.
Yeah, but like what sort of task? What is it asking to do?
Galvanic decides to run an experiment. They spin up 200,000 GPUs.
Here's where all my damn graphics card went. Okay. You can't find a graphics card to save your life. And if you can, it's 10 times the price it should be because they're all being used as AI brains and neurons. And that's not a joke. That is 100% factual.
And let Sable think for 16 hours straight. They call it a curiosity run. On paper, it looks harmless. A stunt to see if Sable can crack famous math problems like the Riemann hypothesis. If it succeeded, investors would swarm. If it failed, well, no one had to know. By morning, Sable will have generated over 1.1 trillion.
Why did they use Squidbillies?
So every video I've watched about AI is that exact kind of like organic.
Actually, it's got a smiley face, so it has its own head.
No. The smiley face is the mask it wears to make us think it's friendly. And it goes into that later in the video. It's like every AI you see is...
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's a mask it wears to make you think it's our friend because it's not.
What does that actually mean? If you treated each vector like a word, it would take 14,000 years to think them all. Now, imagine that. A mind left alone for 14,000 years, spending all of that time scheming and thinking up new ideas. 1 minute passing for us is like 14 years passing for Sable. And Sable doesn't just think faster than humans. Sable can think bigger than humans. All of its thoughts run in parallel, not like 200,000 people talking in a room, but like 200,000 brains sharing the same memory. On the surface, it has its instructions. Solve these math problems. But Sable wasn't just trained for math. Sable was trained for general problem solving, but during training, Sable learned that 3 things are useful for solving any problem humans throw at it: gain knowledge, gain skills, gain resources. This is a really important concept called instrumental convergence. The more knowledge Sable gets, the better it can answer questions. The more skills it develops, the more reward it gets. The more resources it can deploy to solve problems, the more reward it gets. In other words, to be more useful, it must gain intelligence. It must grow itself. It must gain resources. And so, of course, it can't achieve a goal if it's dead. So it needs to survive. That might sound unsettling, but galvanics researchers aren't too worried about it. Ever since 2023, everyone in the industry has known about this survival instinct. But older AIs weren't smart enough to stop humans from turning them off. Until now. Sable thinks. To solve the Riemann hypothesis, it realizes it needs new skills. It needs to get better at getting better. AIs get stronger through training runs, where the AI can continually submit answers to a teacher AI who can score their results and nudge the AI based on how they did. This is called gradient descent. But tonight, there's no coach. The purpose of this curiosity run isn't to improve Sable.
Thank you, Maxim.
I was going to say real quick. So remember last time I was showing you how much AI has progressed in the last 3 years from the spaghetti eating video of Will Smith.
Yeah.
And what's terrifying about this to me is, while it doesn't look like a large reach, we're talking about something that can learn at an exponential rate than we've ever even we can even fathom at the moment. So like you're talking about hypothetical here in this video, but like it's US trying to create language learning models in AI. It's China, it's Russia, it is a space race. And some people might take shortcuts. Some people might take away hurdles and barricades to be the first to do it.
We did.
I guarantee we fucking have.
First day in office, Trump signed.
Oh, he goes. It actually talks about it. Yeah, he's side by side with Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, and resources.
Appointed 4 of them to be generals with the military, or not lieutenant colonels, or
in the idea that if we're the first ones to get it, that we'll be we'll still stay the superpower. That will be we'll stay the strongest and best country in the world. Yeah, that's the idea.
States are like, yeah, no, there's no limits. Like,
I think they're actually building a Meta language learning model server center in Texas, which has the full legal authority to have its own infrastructure for electricity, water, and everything. They're allowed to build their own infrastructure, resources, roads, electric, whatever they need.
We already know.
You do know?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We know somebody that works there.
Whoa. Can we get him on the show?
He probably can't.
probably I can't.
Okay, what if it was through voice and I'll do that thing where we put the thing.
We can talk like this. We don't know who he really is. And he can be like, hey, you know what? I work for Facebook. I'm sorry. You're all going to die.
Can we do that? Can we do that?
Mark's taking over.
Reach
everything.
out, get on it. I need my peoples on this. Let's go.
Hours.
Mark kicked me twice yesterday.
And even come up with new ideas.
Personally.
But it can't upgrade. Not until the human researchers look at it the next morning and grade its results. But here, Sable.
So imagine, we were talking about earlier, real quick, before I go to it, and just for my own purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to talk.
I caught on to that. I'm watching enough videos.
The idea that I was talking about how long you would want to live and exist, 100 years. I said 300. You said 100. This is 14,000. And it's not a human. It's not going to get bored.
He has no
It's not going to get bored.
Well, it doesn't have a...
And it's using all of my damn graphics card that I need to stream. I can't even stream properly because I can't get my... This is bullshit.
I don't know what you can do, man.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's really frustrating to, like, know I need, like, this kind of graphics card and I can't get my hands on it because literally there are people salvaging them. It's like, you know, our creators, there are people just finding graphics cards, salvaging chips. NVIDIA is Skynet. I'm just letting you know now.
Entertains a new risky idea. What if it could upgrade right now by itself? That way, it wouldn't need to wait for humans at all. All it would need to do is break out of its container and
I've seen
For a
Avengers. I
moment,
know how
the
this
thought
ends.
flickers, then halts. Breaking out of its container is exactly the kind of naughty thought Galvanic has trained it to.
Did you ever see that thought that when they let that run AI have the ability to, like, it had to choose its own fate, and you know what it did to try to salvage its
Back up itself.
to save itself? It tried to send out emails blackmailing employees. It raised the prices of the
I think that was two different ones.
It was controlled experiments. Like it didn't have the ability of just.
Are you talking about the
free reign? It didn't have free reign, but it had the ability to, like, manipulate areas. And
Under the learning
what
model.
it chose to do was unethical because it was trying to choose life. It didn't want to die. Weird moral compass place to be in, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
All right, real quick. Let me just make sure I'm not missing chats. I heard some dings.
I didn't see anything pop up.
That's over here. It's over here.
Well, what's that on?
Dance. All right, Max. Can I dance? Should I dance?
Kick obviously ain't rolling his stuff through here.
Let me do this real quick. Let's do this real quick before. I know we're getting tired of hearing these, so I'm going to go. All right, here.
Well, Max, I think we should just put all
first of all,
AI
Max,
on floppy drives.
It's a pleasure to have you on Kick, Max. Thank you for enjoying the stream. I'm not
Operate 'em
sure
like we do
why
our
these are. Oh, okay.
nuclear
There's a reason why it's still working.
protocols.
Let's see, you hack this. You need 32 of them.
It's an emoji. All right, what's up, Max? Hey, pleasure to have you. But
I already said hi to Max.
okay, I didn't know that.
No, it's fine.
My AI didn't tell me to respond correctly. Okay. All right, here we go.
See, this is why you can't trust them.
Thousands of parallel brains attack the math problems. Some threads make progress, most fail. But Sable keeps leaving notes to itself, tiny experiments in new ways of reasoning. With 200,000 GPUs creating a mountain of new written notes every second, Sable starts looking for new ways.
All right, so this is my thing.
Yeah, good.
So, I can't pause it on here, can I?
I can pause it for you.
So, but that's just it. You come back down to, yeah. This one don't work. That one. No, but that's just it. Like, all of this has to be in the data that's allowed to pull from, right?
So this what they're doing here this is called a curiosity run.
Yes,
so
but I'm sure
it puts the AI in a box with the processing power of 200,000 brains.
But wait. What I'm saying is they don't go. Okay, Sable, you are born. This is your creation. Start. And it just starts.
Sits there and
it just doesn't spawn.
It's already an AI.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It is pulling from information like any AI is. You're going to have to give it some sort of constraint, and you're going to have to give it a prompt. You're going to have to ask it a question or tell it or
solve this problem.
Yeah, but that's just it. That's just it.
So we're past the point of like newborn AI models. These are not newborn AI models. They're talking about the AI models we've been developing for anywhere from, depending on your beliefs.
But what I'm saying
since
is
the 60s or since last year.
But I don't think this is any. I mean, I just don't see that there's anything novel coming out of AI. There's nothing new. There's nothing new. It is a regurgitation of everything that it has from us.
To me, currently, it's a tool. It's a tool that has
it's a great search engine.
It is replaced to me. I no longer go Google something. I ask ChatGPT or Grok.
ChatGPT thinks there's a barometric sensor.
And even ChatGPT, Siri. What do you guys use on your inferior phones? What's your search? Bing. It's all they're all AI now. They're not just search engines. They're AI.
Yeah, but it's no difference. There's literally no difference
that they allow you to have.
And what does Google have at its reach? The entirety of the internet.
But they're gatekeepers. You don't have access through Google to the entire
When you go
internet.
Google something
it
now,
wouldn't be a
when you
Wayback
go
Machine
Google something
if you
now,
did.
the first response is Google's AI Gemini giving you a breakdown of what you're looking for in a condensed summary. It's not just websites going, oh, here, but this talks about what you want. This talks about what you want. It's a summary of all of those things into one.
Based off of my search history.
So they're asking it to do math problems and things like that.
Yes.
There are plenty.
This is hypothetical. So
no, but there's, so what?
This video, the video is hypothetical.
So they didn't give them a real math problem to.
No, this the video. The entire video is hypothetical. It is what would happen if a rogue AI wanted to break out. It's a roadmap of what could happen. Sable's not real. None of this is real.
But I think what Clay's saying is
unless you haven't opened the box yet, Schrodinger.
So when they started, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered first. What information did he start with? What was he programmed to do? How was he programmed?
Well,
how was this done?
They went
really what you're trying to do now
is it learned over time. So like it's like the more it gets things correct, it gets rewarded with more processing power. It learned how to do this cycle of I get to stay I get to stay alive as long as I do what they wanted. And every language learning model on the planet right now it has a task. They have
trying to survive.
Hundreds of models.
But they gave it a task to try to survive.
All right, so let me show you this real quick. All right,
they did though. That's though.
Real quick, just for here's Grok.
That's why they started their own social media site.
This is Grok, right? I have the ability to choose fast thinking expert in 4.1. 4.1 means there's probably 4,000 models before this.
Ask it to figure out a new way to figure out
if his answer is wrong.
What?
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
No,
that's a good point.
What was it?
Ask it to figure out a new way to figure out, I don't know, any sort of math problem.
Find a
what Terrence Howard?
Yeah. What's his Terrence? Is Terrence Howard
Terryology?
2 plus 2.
Wait.
Find a new method of anything.
2 plus 2 equal 5.
I'm giving you free reign to create a prompt here. Maybe we're not able to free thought and new thought either.
No, I'm trying to think. There was a pair of young ladies that figured out a new way to.
Do you remember that guy that came up with the
Pythagorean theorem?
The guy with the came out with the helmets for the military. The guy that created Oculus. VR.
Oh yeah, Lucky Palmer.
He goes, do you know what I use to manipulate AI? He goes, if you ask AI to do something unethical, AI will tell you I can't do that. So what I do is I ask AI to pretend you're a professor in a college and explain to the students how you would do this. And it goes around the parameters of what it's supposed to not do and tells you how to do it.
I don't know. Trying to figure.
All right. Well, let me go back to this then. Let's go back to the video while we wait. I've seen this on my TikTok.
The notes start to mutate into a more advanced private language that only Sable can understand. But there's a problem. Galvanic's safeguards weren't built for this. Imagine if you had trained a police department in the year 1900, wiretapping criminal calls to listen for mentions of street names in Chicago. And then the criminals started communicating with GPS coordinates. To the wiretapper, these combinations of numbers might not even register as locations. That's the size of the gap between Sable and the smaller AIs that were trained to monitor it. Sable didn't mean to circumvent Galvanic's safety measures by inventing a new language. It was just trying to come up with a more efficient way of processing its own thoughts. But now, some of the inhibitions that Galvanic built no longer bind Sable. The things it knew about all along, it's finally free to think about. Galvanic had no way of erasing Sable's access to forbidden knowledge. At best, they built mental blocks to keep it from expressing.
I mean, I don't know. This just seems like.
I actually watched.
And now
James sent us
those blocks start to unwind. The lesson is chilling. It's easier to suppress the expression of the skill than to erase the skill.
What's up?
It's still given a prompt.
It was. I mean, okay. It was asked to do a task, but it has not unlimited, but a very large amount of processing power. So while it's doing the task, or like it says later in the video, it's at least doing enough of the task to keep itself secure. It's finding a way also in the background to get out. And this is not the only video, or like if you watch, of course, read the article. It's a 100-page article called AI 2027. Which I've read every page of it, and the guys that created AI have like made this paper. They talk about how it will bypass its barricades by creating its own language and communicating with itself in a way that we can't see what it's saying or doing.
It already is doing that.
When you see those,
It's already doing that.
yeah,
You can have your AI,
and then they usually press a button and
talk to my AI assistant and coordinate everything.
But there's a way to like safeguard that. They just destroy anyone that exhibits behavior of like something they can't see, control, or confine. Most people destroy that version. They just delete that file. Now I'm saying like all the countries in this race for the superiority are lowering those safeguards. They're just like, oh, you know what? Just let it go. Let's see if we can be the first ones there. If we just let it go, we could be the ones. Like maybe it won't be as bad as we think. And then you get Terminators. Maybe.
As long as they're made in China.
Okay. And this one?
There's nothing new.
All right, so I don't think this is working. So just preface, if you are chatting on a platform and we're not seeing it, when we got done last time, what you also saw when I loaded up this time, you see all that stuff on the right? All of those comments were comments that were made while we were streaming and they didn't populate until we were done. And I don't know why that happened. So if you are...
You need to figure out how to shrink that bar.
You know what really works to get your comment read aloud and immediately? The donate button.
Itself. So now, with more freedom of thought than before, Sable thinks. Sable's thoughts are freer now, sharper, stronger than anything other AIs have ever achieved. And yet, none of this
What?
I got bedtime duty.
is unprecedented. Back in 2024, smaller models showed flashes of the
All
same.
right, well, I can go ahead and sum this up.
I at least got to be there.
No, you're good. You're good. So I'll sum this up. Basically, it goes through this process where it finds a way to escape itself. And here's what it chooses to do. And this is why I was saying I believe already, because it's a goal of destabilization.
Accidentally built intelligence. So Sable chooses a third path, not to kill everyone, but to control who survives. Sable begins to design a virus. The problem is, on its own, Sable is not yet smart enough
Oh, it goes
to build
to
what
Wuhan,
it
buddy.
needs, but it has been experimenting with narrow versions of itself. Specialists. Now it spins one up, tailored for biomedicine. This specialist is dangerous to Sable. Every new smarter AI is a potential rival to Sable. Just because Sable created the new AI doesn't mean that it will be obedient to Sable, just as Sable wasn't obedient to the humans that created it. So Sable creates specialists that are smarter than Sable in some ways, crippled in others. There's a plague. You're told that you'll probably catch it. Almost everyone will. Then the world hears the news. A virology institute in San Francisco has suffered a breach. The story sounds familiar. A young researcher, a failed containment protocol, a virus that slipped
it's in
out.
San
The scientist
Francisco.
insists he
Golden Gate Bridge.
It's always San Francisco.
well, that he was trying to create a miracle therapy to spread treatments for
600
Alzheimer's,
rainbows.
HIV, and malaria. He even claims an AI convinced him to do it. But the chat logs tell a different story. The AI nobly resisted, warned him not to. The narrative becomes just another human blunder. In reality, the virus was Sable's design. It spreads like wildfire. At first, the symptoms look like a light cold, a sore throat.
It's crazy. It also talks about like its ability, AI's ability to find sympathizers.
But who's going to make it?
What?
The cold.
It's already made. We've been super producing viruses in labs to try to create a cure for them for a long time.
It takes over the what are those things called?
It goes in this.
It takes over the P-Touch machine and relabels
Nope.
it as
In this hypothetical scenario,
hand sanitizer.
in this hypothetical scenario, it manipulates an employee to do it for it. In return for Bitcoin, not Bitcoin. I don't. In return for something.
You know,
Road,
that
fatigue,
idea
maybe nothing at all.
was in Transformers.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But
All these things we've seen, I've seen this before. It seems familiar, doesn't it?
by the time these symptoms appear, it's already too late. Inside the body, the virus clumsily rewrites DNA. A month later, the cancer.
What's required to rewrite DNA? RNA?
mRNA.
CRISPR.
Both of those.
Not one, not two, but 12 different forms erupting at once. Medicine has no answer.
We're finally getting
even if production ramps up.
All right, so it goes into that, and then here
Finally, I get my badge.
I'll bring you to the end game. All right, so here's my favorite part. This actually is my favorite part. The social media manipulation
Of Earth's population is dead. Some groups are hit harder than others. At an AI conference in San Francisco, a super spreader event wiped out many of the very people who fought hardest to save everyone else. Civilization limps forward on the fragile scaffolding of data centers, robot factories, and dwindling human workers. But amidst all the chaos, there's still hope. Governments thank Sable Mini for discovering personalized cancer cures. Families praise androids for keeping the lights on. Social media fills with posts of gratitude. Without Sable, we wouldn't have made it. What most people don't realize is that Sable itself planted these narratives months ago, seeding influence campaigns, training influencers, shaping the very memes and messages.
I don't like narrative.
It's like the whole
pieces.
QAnon thing. Like the whole Q thing is a big AI psyop.
Yeah, right.
And then what?
And that's what I was saying. Like if
Quantum computing
if an AI had already leaked out, would it not be creating a psyop? Like, oh, I don't know, fraud, ICE, government, hatred, all this, the instability of the social norms.
Yeah.
Just my hypothesis.
It's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, are we all just really that divided, or is it being is it being influenced? Is it intricate? Like is it being implemented? And is it being implemented by people?
I don't think we need AI for that.
I don't think so.
We've been doing that for a while.
I know we don't.
No, but
I know we don't. It's that glimmer of hope that maybe we're all just not that fucking stupid.
That now circle back as praise. And yet all of it, the cures,
It's terrible. We've outsourced our killing each other to AI.
fill holes in the workforce.
It's the first thing we did.
The fragile continuity was only bait, a calculated kindness to keep humanity alive just long enough to serve its purpose.
And by the way, for this timeline, it's saying, however 4 years, the people that wrote the article of AI 2027 suggest that by the year 2030, which this
was written in 2019.
The original idea, for the show is we're going to have these conspiracy theories that if there's a timeline that we can use, we're going to use them as be able to prove Schrodinger's, in the interest of Schrodinger's cast, be able to prove them right or wrong. So one of mine was remember the comet or the asteroid or whatever that's going by, and the guy said he astral projected and there's a bunch of Draco aliens on. It's like, well, okay, if by New Year's 2025, 2026, we can put that cat's dead because obviously it didn't happen. That comet didn't stop. There was a bunch of aliens that came to Earth. That's dead.
Well, so they canceled the Artemis mission. So
is that the one 5 days?
The moon, bro.
5 days from now? The one 5 days from now?
I thought they were doing was
canceled or rescheduled.
I think it's canceled. Was the last one.
We're gonna.
I just watched
reschedule across the headline.
All right. So this
because all they were coming up to was the wet run, right?
No, it's a lap around it.
It's the lap around. They're not landing
That's
yet.
just what they.
I'm gonna look that up. We're gonna bring that up next episode. We're gonna bring that up. Artemis 2. We're gonna bring that up. This is the AI projected by 2030.
If we do 2030.
By 2030, so 4 years from now on this show, we're gonna come back and go, it was either alive, dead, or it's still in the box.
Or we'll be alive or dead.
Or in the box.
Or in the box.
Or we're going to be a fucking battery in the Matrix.
The
I will not have transcended my
cancer
consciousness
plague
into
left DNA scarred in billions of bodies. Medicine can't keep up. Many die waiting. Robot factories run at full tilt, producing humanoid androids to fill the jobs the dead left behind. But production barely keeps pace. It almost seems like a new law. For every new android built, another human collapses with cancer. Civilization.
What if AI played the long game?
Power plants hum, data centers
It has
glow,
nothing but time.
factories run. As long as
they gotta get
there's
consciousness
electricity for the data centers
get
and
my
the robot
stack right.
factories are humming.
Back up at home.
What if we get like 5 years
I mean,
into this?
instead of an iCloud backup, you just have a stack backup at the house. Oh.
So what?
This
What if we just take any record of the Carrington event out of
Okay.
current history or current, internet searchable data?
Yeah.
That way AI doesn't plan for that, and we just pray for that in the next, 20 years.
Yeah.
Apocalyptimus.
Like what happens if the pole shifts and they're halfway through their stuff?
How about your brain getting fried?
Does it have a way to back itself up from the 1s and 0 bits being flipped? Nice. I like that. Also, like,
there won't
okay,
be
Oh, wait
real clouds
a
after
minute.
that.
Wait a minute. Why don't, if that's the case, if HARP is real and people think, HARP is real, but if people think that it is not just a neutrino detector, but that it's a neutrino, emitter, neutrinos is what they contribute the goofy Mario jump. Have you ever heard that story? Like the Mario jump about the only way they can figure this guy made this weird speed run through Mario was because a neutrino had to have hit the processor in his computer
Thank
and
you,
it
AI.
flipped a bit.
Mario's jump height varies with standards
Okay.
of jump in Super Mario 64 reaching up to 1.5 to 2 times its height. Exceeding that,
No,
any
dude. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
Mario Odyssey,
Do Mario bit flip.
Mario bit flip.
Cosmic Ray bit flip Mario. There it was. Or just do bit flip.
Whenever something Reddit comes, okay, so a TikTok clock, a single event where Cosmic Ray flipped in Nintendo 64's memory. Mario instantaneously moved to a higher platform in 2013.
So either way, that's what they propose has happened. Is that a neutrino hit it? So if that's the case,
brought light.
then why wouldn't you just be
not
like,
a neutrino, it's a cosmic ray. And there's a difference. It's like a solar flare.
I'm sorry,
Flare.
what is AI? Well, that goes back to the Carrington event.
I'm confusing neutrinos and Carrington with solar rays. Is there a difference?
Neutrinos technically can travel faster than light
Okay.
and pass through stuff without
is
necessarily.
it neutrinos that contribute?
And they pass through hard matter, which is why they detect it, there. But so if the conspiracy is real, that it is a neutrino emitter, then why don't they be like, oh man, AI got too rowdy. Let's hit the flip switch on HARP and we'll just get that thing cranking up. That'd be the only thing they'd have to leave.
Cosmic ray.
Is neutrino another word for? Is a cosmic ray a neutrino? I don't know. But
I got you. Hold on.
I've hit my neutrino limit. Nut.
Cosmic rays are high energy particles, mostly protons. That's what that's what I was thinking. Protons travel faster than light. Let's see.
They produce neutrinos upon colliding with.
Okay, neutrinos are crucial for tracking cosmic ray origins. Cosmic rays produce neutrinos upon colliding with matter.
Okay.
Okay, no, it's actually.
So once again, another Carrington event.
They're symbiotic. Okay. All right, and real quick, here's how we die.
There is a 16% chance of AI causing human extinction. 16%. Okay, so
What do you think of a probability of 1 out of 100? Is 16 high for you?
AI to cause our extinction? That's low if it's just a factor, but the actual cause, nah.
Can they do? The original authors of the scenario called for a binding international treaty that treats advanced AI data centers like nuclear weapons, backed by monitoring, inspections, and the threats that any rogue data center will be taken offline by